Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Warframe, issue number 1. This is a Top Cow Image Comics imprint, and apparently, I've never heard of this before. Apparently, it's a video game. I don't know if it's an MMO or a FPS or whatever these things are. God, I wish I had the ability to sit back and play video games like back in the day, man. It looks fun. This does look fun. There's a cool little story here. I don't fully get what's going on. I'm hoping there's going to be an issue 2 so I can better understand. Anybody who's actually playing the video game, which has been 5 years in the making apparently, is, they could probably tell me. You're apparently playing this Tenno. Anybody could be a Tenno. Any PC could be a Tenno. And you go in and you start kicking a lot of butt. These clone army and these ghouls, which look like they're just, people brought back from the dead. Kind of like what ghouls means. It's all sci-fi. And it is pretty interesting. It's just this isn't the best story in the world because they don't really tell me anything. So even though in the back it tells me this comic book is for me, anybody who picks up this comic, I think it would have been better instead of just naming off various versions of the genres that, trying to include all. Why not just specify or be more superfluous, general? Rather say something to the effect of, if you have this book in your hand, you're a Tenno, whether you know it or not. Something to that effect. I'm just bringing this off the top of my head. But I mean, say something like that instead. Give somebody the calling to actually play this game. I do like that they mention that the game is free. And they say it in a very flippant way, which is perfect because it doesn't sound salacious, though it obviously is. They're trying to solicit us. I mean, come on. Say it's like, play the game. There's going to be coins you can and upgrades you can get with real money. So come on, join in. It's technically free, big air quotes. Whatevs, man. That's how you got to make money. And in my opinion, you got a better chance of getting people to buy your stuff if you're going in there with a free-to-play game. You know what I'm saying? And then you just buy certain upgrades. I used to play Lord of the Rings online like that, and I had no problems with being a VIP member or just, whatever, buying the individual upgrades just because I was immersed in the game. And I wound up spending more than I would if they would have just charged $50, $60 for the game. So there's that. And if they can reach a few more people by putting out a comic, cool. They're not catching me with this, though. I'm going to give this comic a C+. The art in this was fantastic, but the story, let's just say I'm still waiting for it. They didn't give me enough of anything to give me a reason to suit up as a Tenno or to undergo the process, whatever. I mean, this is like a poor man's Rom the Space Knight, as far as I'm concerned. That's the best that I can get out of this. I've never even heard of this video game before. So clearly I've never heard of the comic. I have no idea what's going on. Which means that I guess, even though this comic did make it into my hands, the comic isn't for me. Which means the game probably isn't. They could have done a better job with this. But I can't say anything about the game itself. Only about this comic coming from a person who has no idea what's going on. So there's that. But it's still fun. Hell, C+ is a passing grade. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.